Hello again, music fans. I am back here for another update. This time for some CDs that I picked up, in recent, last couple of months or so. All right, mostly metal, but there's a bit of a classic rock in there. We'll start from the past to or rather from the lighter rock to the heavier stuff. So here we have another from my Beatles collection, the Beatles' second album, right there. Some very early stuff from the Beatles. What's cool about this album is that it has the album twice, once in stereo and then again in mono. So it's pretty cool to have both versions. It's one of these skinny ones that don't come in a jewel case. And inside, let's see if I can get the CD out. The CD comes in a little, as if it was a vinyl LP, which I think is pretty cool. All right, as well as its own inner sleeve, like the way it was back then. So it's nice. Okay, the Beatles' second album. All right, now with something a lot more modern, though still on the light side. Here we have Steve Perry, Traces, a solo album by Steve Perry, legendary singer, most well known for being the former singer of Journey. Of course, he was not their original singer, but the one that was with them when they became, a huge arena rock act. This does not sound like Journey. In the ballads a little bit, but which is most of the stuff here. Most of the stuff here are ballads and mid-tempo stuff. And Steve Perry's voice has changed, but it has not gotten worse. It really still retains that great sound that we all know. Okay, I'm a big fan of his singing, and I'm a big fan of his era in Journey, so that's why I bought this one. There he is. I got this at Walmart. It's got a Walmart exclusive poster there inside. It's just a little fold-out thing of the album cover. All right, let's get here into some really great, really great melodic rock from England's Magnum. All right, this is one of those bands that I really want to start getting their entire discography. This is the best of from Magnum, chapter and verse, the very best of Magnum, and this is the very best of their very early career, I believe. All right, Rockin' Chair, Vigilante, C'est la Vie, really great songs. Of course, since this is a greatest hits album, you cannot go wrong with any of the songs. Just a great listen, all through and through. If you haven't heard of Magnum, or I urge you to give it a listen. Even if you're just a metal fan, you're gonna love this too, because it's in that line, between just straight ahead great rock and hard rock. Magnum. Now let's go with some 80s rock from reunited Dokken here. Return to the East live album from Dokken with their original lineup of Don Dokken, George Lynch, Mick Brown, and Jeff Pilson. All right. Now, this is of course alludes to the album that they had, which was I recall was called Beast in the East or something like that, or I believe I'm mistaken. But anyway, it was an album where a live album recorded in Japan. This alludes to that, as if this also was recorded in Japan. It is not. This is a CD and DVD, by the way, as you can see right there. I saw the DVD, and it is an American show, not a Japanese show. There are only like about the two songs, probably the last two songs, Dream Warriors and In My Dreams, that are actually in a Japanese show. But most of the show is from an American show, which is perfectly fine. But as I was watching it, I felt kind of cheated, because I thought, with that album cover, with the name, it's going to be live in Japan, of course, even though, granted, nowhere on the CD or in the booklet does it actually say that this is live in Japan. All right? Or maybe it says right here. I don't know. In that Japanese writing. But anyway, it shouldn't bother me, and you're probably saying, well, what matters is the music. And of course you're right. And they do put on a good show. Everybody is still in top form. Don Doc and his voice has, died down a bit. It's not what it used to be. It's understandable. Still, you know, can carry a tune. George Lynch, by the way, he is still on fire. Just incredible lead solos through and through. And Mick Brown still hitting those drums as hard as ever. And Jeff Pilson really rocking it. I mean, there are times where he upstages Don Dokken, in fact, many times, as far as the stage moves are concerned. All right, recommend this. If you like Dokken, and I do, great show. Some more classic rock from Whitesnake here. We have the Purple album. Curiously, when my brother saw this, he said, well, is this a tribute album? Well, kind of, because it's kind of a tribute, the Coverdale's tribute to himself, because these are re-recorded versions with Whitesnake of the stuff that he did when he was in Deep Purple. Those two albums, which I would believe were Burn and Stormbringer. And that's what we have here. Burn, The Gypsy, Mistreated, and Soldier of Fortune, and of course Stormbringer. A whole bunch of tracks here. You can pause it if you wish. If you like Purple, you like Whitesnake, you like David Coverdale singing, and I do, you love this one. Whitesnake, the Purple album. Okay, now for something that many of you are familiar with. We have here Ghost, which is Ceremony and Devotion, a live album, 2 CD set. I don't have any Ghost, though of course I have heard of them, and I've heard their songs. I thought this would be a good way to get into the band with this live album, which is of course, like many live albums, greatest hits package also. All right, so with 2 CDs, there's plenty of songs here. Great show. Ghost, Ceremony, and Devotion. And this is the only Ghost I have. I really have to get more Ghost. Now for a couple of 90s albums from the kind of death / doom / metal / traditional metal scene. Okay, we have here The Gathering, and the album is called Mandillion. All right. This is very atmospheric, doomy in parts, traditional metal, another gothic metal, others call it. All right, great singing, absolutely stellar singing. They have a female singer, which I don't know the name, but who does stellar vocals here. Really good. I remember hearing this, back in the late '90s, on the internet, and thinking it was really good. I believe I had back then downloaded the song Strange Machines, which I thought was really cool. So I'm glad to have this now. This is in fact a 2 CD set. It's got the original album, and what is the other one is well, I don't know if this is a live CD, the second one, or what. It may be. I haven't heard that second CD yet. The Gathering, Mandillion. Some more 90s doomy metal. Here with Tiamat, Clouds, one of their early ones. Tiamat, a very good band. All right, this has the original album. It's a single CD set, but it's got the original album and 5 live bonus tracks. Again, really good stuff here. Tiamat. And, well, saving the best for last. A band that I was fortunate enough to see live, an excellent band of modern metal, progressive metal. We have Amorphis, their latest as of the making of this video, which is a Queen of Time. I already gave this one a couple of spins, and it's great. All right, they continue with that. The really progressive metal, mixing all the genres, traditional metal, some doom, some death. But really getting into the progressive side with the arrangements, which I really like. Queen of Time, this is a single CD set, comes in a digipack. There's the band. Love Amorphis. I have their recent albums, but I really want to delve into their back catalog, back when they were more of a death metal band. All right, well, that's Those are all the CDs I've picked up recently, you know, and I think some pretty good buys. I still want to get more. I don't buy as much music as I used to, simply because there are not any more record stores here in my city. There used to be, but they all closed down. So now I have to get my stuff either when I go, online, or when I visit another city, a larger city that does have at least a place where you can go buy some CDs. All right, well, that's it for now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and so long.